Alright, so this is going to be a demo video on Hanon number 2. I'm going to play the exercise at a relatively slow tempo that's probably pretty close to where you should be starting it if you're just starting with this exercise. And then I'm going to go over a couple of little details that'll help you to clean the whole thing up as you start to pick up speed and get the whole thing tightened up. So from the start, I've got a metronome at 72. Whatever tempo is good for you is where you should be. Don't rush. Slow and clean is better than fast and sloppy. Here we go. So, the pattern, turn this off, the pattern is you stretch and then you have 3 notes and 3 notes. Now, it's different coming down. Coming down, still in frame, I'm going to start from here. You do the stretch after the 2nd note. So, you're going to be in the same position as you ended in. Look at where our hands are. That's where the first half of it ends. So we're going to go from G, D, B, C, D, C, D, E. So if you notice, on the way down, the stretch is after the 2nd note. So going up, the stretch is in between the 1st and 2nd note. On the way down, all the notes are on one key and then there's the stretch. So the stretch is always in between the right thumb and pointer finger and the left pinky and ring finger. So stretch, stretch, stretch. So, and that's different between going up and going down. That's why I wanted to reiterate that point. So the spots that you want to look out for, you want to start it clean, and then you're probably going to lock into the pattern. And if you can look at the notes and keep engaged in that, that's great. If you memorize the pattern, it's still going to help your fingers quite a lot. This section right here is where things tend to get hairy, and if you want to play this really well, I would review this section and maybe loop these 4 or these 2 bars and just get that transition right. That section is the hardest part of the exercise. And you want to get it fluid. If you're doing this with a metronome, which you should, you can't slow down here. So, you know, maybe the first week you learn it or the first couple of times you learn it without a metronome. Once you've got that pattern locked in, do it with the metronome. Even if it's a slower metronome time, even if you're slower than I was, okay, that's fine. It's not a race. But if you can get that timing clean and get that timing to stay clean through this section and from the whole beginning to back, where you start, where you end, then this is a great technique building exercise that'll get your fingers faster. Don't rush to speed up that tempo. Play it at a tempo where you can play it clean and accurate, and I promise you the speed will come with time if you play it right.